What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier podcast talking sports with the average guys. My name is Anthony. Got my main man Kenny here. Got my man No Face, No Case.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And this is your premier podcast to talk sports with the average guys. You know, we drop every Monday. I'm looking at the wrong camera. You know, we drop every Monday. You drop every Monday, 5 p.m. Don't forget on YouTube. And we drop every Monday on all podcast platforms, any way you can think of: Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, everywhere, anywhere. All the places. You know what I'm saying?
All the things.
All the things. And the only way you can know about it is by doing what, Kenny?
Hit the damn button.
Yeah, so right here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, and just tell a couple people about it. Don't forget you can follow us at IDK Sports Pod 23 to get all the content that we dropping. Because if you haven't been watching, man, we dropping content, man, every day.
All the time.
It's like a job.
All the time.
Dropping content, man. Dropping content. So if you're watching us right now, after you finish watching us, don't forget to stop by, hit that like button, subscribe button, and notify so you can always get notified every time that we drop any content on the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
So, man, we got some topics that, you know, we gotta get into. Topics we're gonna get into. First of all, let's get the good stuff out the way, because I think there's gonna be a lot of hate on this pod.
Possibly.
And let's get the good stuff out of the way. So, it's homecoming week.
It is homecoming season.
It is homecoming season. Homecoming season, if you do not know, HBCUs is around October. It is homecoming week. Hampton's homecoming is this weekend, or this week, because this is not just this weekend. And Norfolk State homecoming is the same time. So the 7-5 is blowing up.
I could just see the bubbles in the text messages forming. I can see.
What you mean?
There's people just texting their old flings.
Oh,
you
take me there.
I just envision all the fresh lineups. The new clothes.
The rents of cars. The
rental cars.
Boy, you drive a Civic. No disrespect to Civics.
Yeah. You know, I own 2 properties in the Potomac.
And I'm a
what else you do?
I'm a CEO of food and sandwich services.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I mentioned that in my luncheon with Obama that
it's a wild, man. But homecoming weekend, man, great time to meet up with friends that moved off. Great times to really come home. You know what I'm saying? For 4 years or 5. You know what I'm saying? Some take longer sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
That is your home, man. It's your home. So that's why it's so big. HBCU homecomings, everybody come back. It is a football game ensued. Now, Norfolk State, we do go to the football game. I don't know what y'all do at Hampton.
You hear about it. You hear about it outside.
But you also have everything. I mean, I saw some of these concerts. We are old. Have y'all seen these lineups?
What you got at Norfolk State?
Right. So I think Norfolk State got JT and Big Boogie coming.
They gonna love that.
You know, that's not all, but I saw like people having like Mariah the Scientist, No Cap, that VZ, whatever.
My boy can't even pronounce their name.
It's bad, bro. I said we old.
We can't pronounce their names.
We
now.
old. The Auntie Homecoming after this drop. The only one I knew people of was Auntie Homecoming drop. Auntie Homecoming will be, if you listen to it now, was last weekend. They homecoming, that they had what? They had Mariah the Scientist, Rod 49, Boss Man D-Lo. They had Lotto and Bryson Tiller.
It's a stacked lineup.
That's a lineup I could have. But I said,
but that's now G-Ho though. You know what I'm saying? That's G-Ho.
But now I'm getting old, bro. We getting old, bro. The people that the kids like, I'm like, y'all don't have nothing. Man, I done heard Cole. I heard Fab,
Rick Ross,
Wale, Meek, Travis Porter,
2 Chainz,
Migos, Dom.
You know what I'm saying? Quality music. Hey, man.
Rich Homie Quan
did come through.
K-Dot opened for them, didn't he?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, YG.
No.
That was the YG concert, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
K-Dot opened for them. I think he opened up for the Migos and Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah.
Because y'all was hype about it. Ron and it was hype about it.
Yeah.
And they was like, yo, K-Dot like that. K-Dot like that. And I think this is right before Good Kid, Mad City came out.
This is his first mixtape, Section 8.
J. Cole opened up for Ryan Leslie.
That's a fact. And I think what was old short girl name that was there?
Tia Marie.
Tia Marie.
She
I
opened
remember
up for
Latoya.
Fab.
I remember Latoya Luckett was Fab. Latoya Luckett came out for Fab.
Oh, yeah. We were torn.
Yeah. God bless her.
But nah, let's keep it a buck, though. I know we had some great concerts that we went to at Homecoming, right? That Fab was still ranked number one for me. That Fab
I was
concert
rock.
was lit.
Yeah, that
It was
rocking.
in a little, it was a smaller venue, though, too.
Yeah, and that was the Loso's Way album that came out around that time.
Yeah. Fab was Fab. And Fab knew how to do a good show. That Rick Ross concert was like that.
Also,
Travis Porter, good time. We was on the floor for that concert. That was a great time. It's a great time.
Travis Porter.
Yeah, Travis Porter came with Meek.
That's
Meek
it.
came
Meek
through.
Mill, yeah.
I forgot K-Dot came through the Homecoming.
Nothing really says college like Travis Porter. Like,
Travis Porter was
yeah,
good.
it's like synonymous with that era, bro.
Nope. When the song Future and Tank, that Future was that's early Future.
That's early Future though. That's early Future.
I'm going to the moon. He came out. I'm going to the moon.
I think he even did. That concert.
That was a great.
That was
concert.
Dirty Sprite though. Y'all know nothing about that though.
Not
the
two,
first-
Not the first
That
one.
was the first Dirty Sprite.
But
Yeah, youngins.
dang, K-Dot did come through. Cole came through. Quan came through.
Cole was on
Migos
stage.
came through.
Cole was on stage and said, I know some of y'all don't even know who I am.
Right.
You look at that.
You right? He opened up for Roscoe Dash. That's crazy.
Damn.
A hit maker. And I stand on that.
Man, you wild boy. You
Roscoe
wild.
Dash was a hit maker back in the
Yeah, laugh at it. Laugh.
Right. But yeah, 3 years.
Shout out to Roscoe Dash, man. I hope he's doing well. God bless him. I don't
I
know
think
where
he
he
was
is.
out with Travis Porter, and they had like a concert in Atlanta with Travis Porter and Dash, and they did All the Way Turn Up together.
It's synonymous, bro. It was an era, bro.
Travis Porter was like a lot of people don't talk about him. They're not. Everybody was talking about. Oh, we had Meek, J. Cole, Kendrick. Yeah, we had them, but Travis Porter mixtapes and albums held us down. Got some good twerk off of that.
If you had
That's
this,
a-
Hey, lady.
that's what I'm saying. If you had it, that's what I'm saying. That really is
like,
more
yeah,
synonymous.
Can't make it rain. Boy, don't get me started.
If you had to say something that was just synonymous with that era, bro, it was Travis Porter.
Travis Porter, man.
What
The twerk sessions used to last.
Breakfast at the Waffle House.
Boy.
20 sausages.
When Make It Rain used to come on.
Yeah.
Like, great time.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That was a
yeah,
great
yeah,
time,
yeah.
bro, man. Now, that's why I say I'm getting old, man. I don't know these. I don't know. So I know Big Boogie. You know what I'm saying? A couple of songs. I know a little Rob 49. I don't know Mariah the Scientist.
I don't know Mariah the Scientist neither.
I know a little Boss Man.
Oh, you know Boss Man. That's
I
my
know
dog.
Boss Man.
That's the only one out of the class I actually
Like
rock
the
with.
anti, like I'm getting to the point now. I want to see what the young alumni concert look like. What the
That's a
alumni
fact.
concert look like?
I start creeping in there, see who they got.
Like, I think Hampton last year having SWV at the at that thing.
And it was lit. I was there.
And Big Boy.
Yeah,
It was a show.
They should have got
like are we old, bro? We not. It's not our yard no more. We not even like the young alumni. We the alumni that need to be having the grills sitting down and
Oh, we need to be in the parking lot. We
Yeah.
need to set up early.
like we still want to walk around. Like that's not our time no more. We're not even the young alumni. Like we the young alumni, but it's like cats just like 25, 26 coming back to party.
Oh, man.
We gotta pull the grills out eventually,
Oh,
right? We gotta tailgate, right?
Damn.
Like it's our time. We gotta grow up eventually. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, because what you walking around for at our age for? What you walking around for?
Like everybody I see is in this corridor. I don't need to I
Yeah.
don't need to meet new niggas.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who do you need to see? Who do you need to see?
Well, man, well, everybody listen to this, man. Have a safe week. Have a safe homecoming week for the freshmen. It's going to be a whirlwind. You're not going to sleep much, but you're going to have a great time. And you're going to talk about it. I didn't sleep at all my first homecoming. I think we went from the club to 5B. Shout out to 5B. If you're a real one,
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
25C. If you're a real one.
If you know, you know.
The Loft.
If you know, you know.
We had some great times.
Mm.
We should be locked up too.
Some of those places should be condemned, bro. Like they should be
We
condemned.
should be locked up, bro. What was the funnest homecoming though? Like, I don't think the funnest homecoming was like the junior year when we could actually drink. All of us could go buy lick. We could drink at the club.
Drink. Yeah, I mean, so
Yeah,
get
like
the big
legally,
homies to get
like,
out.
and
I like
all
that.
of us had apartments. So we drove up, but it was just like I don't know, different vibe. Junior year was a different vibe. Like we kind of like grown. We know the way around.
Yeah.
We knew a lot of people, so like went nowhere we couldn't get into. You know, I think we club hopped that year. We went to 2 clubs that year. Paid for 1 ticket. A real one. And tickets were $20. Call me cheap if you want to. I'll poor.
Yeah, that was the thing I do remember. Like the price of, I'm probably sure it looks like completely different now, but like the price of parties was probably, back then it was expensive to us, but we was broke.
You pay $20. We better have a good time.
Oh, it better be everything. There better be everything
It
in there.
used to be lit,
But
bro.
also didn't require much, neither. Like I know,
All
and
we needed
again,
was
we sound
good
like
music
old
and a
geezers. How
vibe.
long have we in here? We've been in here for about 10 minutes. We sound like old geezers right now,
Yeah.
right? But not to say, bro, like we didn't really need much.
Didn't need
Like, don't
Didn't
get
need
me wrong. We had that, but nonetheless, bro,
Didn't need
like
much, bro.
it was, when we say we went to a party, we went to a legit party. No case in my line. Like if we went to it was a party, not a.
And you just had, you know, so you had a vibe going, everybody just talking, all of a sudden you hear.
Running in that pussy like a crash.
It's up.
You know what I'm
Then you
saying?
hit a-
It was a segment. It was during the party.
It was a lot,
It
bro.
was a segment, bro.
I can't play too much because YouTube will
Yeah, your flag. I should-
Go come on.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, but not. I mean, outside of that, you'll get your regions off. You do a segment for each region. But I feel like we came together as a church, as a family,
As a family.
during
And-
the slow jam section, bro. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And they still play that song, I think, now in the club. But
Yeah.
just, like, kind of put yourself there for like the first time that song came out. Or like when most of the songs we playing out when them songs came out.
You know
Put
what I'm
yourself
saying?
there.
You had to
Like,
be there. Some of y'all just hear them now, but y'all wasn't there when this came out.
y'all just shit talk right there. I don't give a damn who TikTok is. when this song came out.
When this song came on,
This is casual fits.
yeah, we was
They-
really
they-
like we were
they was
really at
wearing-
like a meeting.
wearing
Like we was at a meeting.
They wearing suits in there.
Shirt and tie.
Wearing suits in there.
It was a different era, 2011, 2012.
But you know what I'm told what it about?
What?
You would know.
Don't let me go back. Don't let me.
You
let me-
wouldn't
we
know.
about- We about
You
to talk
wouldn't.
sports, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a sports
it
pod.
could be all day.
Hey, it's a sports pod. But what an era! What a
I'm about to go back to Hampton now. Took me back.
let's take me back.
Great time, man. We really was like, it was
Yeah.
it was wild. Then you knew it was a party when. Listen to this track, bitch. Okay,
Had to
I'll
be
stop.
there.
I'll stop. You had to be there.
You had to be there.
It was a time. It was a time. Shirt be sweating.
And this is what I'm
You
saying.
didn't care how you looked when you came out. You stripped.
This is what I'm
Dripping
saying
shirt.
about
Like,
homecoming.
like we got so much twerk, right? And we gonna move on.
Your white tee got jeans things.
Thank you. I was just about to say it. The jean stains on the white tee,
Talk about it.
I know
the
for a
jammy
fact-
jams.
I know for a fact.
Can I get an egg?
You
What?
talking about a workout? You talking about a workout? Damn,
I know I lost 5 pounds in
That's
that
what I'm
sweat.
saying. That should be a sauna, bruh. That sweat be down to like the middle of your back.
Yeah, like you get a whole gym, everybody in a room like the size of the room we in just piled in together. Are you good? Is you next?
You next. You next.
Oh man, what a time, man. But back to sports, bro. Back to sports, man. Shout out to homecoming. Be safe. If y'all out there, be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Go to the game too, man. Support the boys that's out there playing, man. Because Hampton actually do got a decent team.
Watch the game, bro.
You know,
like, stop hopping down. Well, don't stop. I won't say that.
You already set some people up
I'm
talking
getting
about
off.
text messages. You might get somebody.
I'm about to get off.
in
Yeah,
trouble.
somebody about to go somebody's phone.
So
But
we got
watch the game though.
yeah, watch the game. Speaking of watching the game, man, I think like when we was coming up, watching the games at the people used to watch the game. I feel like more people used to watch the game at bars. Or
That was
excuse
also
me, or sports shows, or not sports shows, but sports spots or something like that. I think a lot of people now be throwing parties at their house. They'll watch it at home by themselves with their friends on FaceTime. They'll watch in the garage. But it seems like people don't go out to watch games if they're not at the games anymore. I rode past the Buffalo Wild Wings on a Saturday. It looked pretty empty. This is the one that's like, you know, y'all know where that Buffalo Wild Wings is. It's pretty normally crowded. It used to be crowded a lot. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that's the dynamic of the fan, the attention span of the fan? Do you think sports betting has something to do with it? Do you think economy? Like, what do y'all think is like changing, like maybe the bar folk from coming through?
Well, I mean, yeah, your fan, today's fan is different than yesteryear. Again, here it goes, sound like a damn geezer again.
Oh, we sound old as crap on this thing, bro.
And especially when you say shit like yesteryear. That don't help nothing.
Back in the 1900s.
Back in my day, Sonny. Like, nonetheless, like today's fan is just different, bro. Like, it's plus you dealing with a fan that has the ability to stream. You know, we got multiple streaming services at a push of a button. You know what I'm saying? You jumping from Peacock to Hulu to YouTube or whatever you get your, you know, get your game day action from.
Yeah.
You know, you pretty much got a damn sports bar on, you know, like on your damn TV. You know what I'm saying? You can flip through any game that you want, especially for those that pay for the subscriptions and all that stuff. Like you don't need to go out for it. And plus, it doesn't matter. I would say on top of that, being that you have streaming services, on top of that, you have the social media aspect, right? So where it doesn't matter, nobody's having a conversation of where was you when this play happened, or where was you during this game, where was you during this event. You can actually timestamp where you was by putting out a reaction via social media. Like, oh, that was the greatest game I ever seen. That's your timestamp, as opposed to I was down at Jim and Kelly's bar on 19th Street, and the place was electric, or this happened, or I remember I spilt my beer and did it. You actually, back when we actually had a story to tell to go along with the game we was at. None of that shit matters. You can actually timestamp it with your social
we still
media
talk about like the Floyd fight, right?
Yeah,
like we still talk about that to this day. I mean, I've never been like at the bar person because I always paid for the subscriptions. So, but when we did go out, I feel like we had like people was there. It was like Buffalo Wild Wings on Saturday and Sunday. If you didn't get there early, you couldn't get no seat.
Couldn't get a seat, yeah.
Because they'll tell you straight up, I don't know when people are leaving. So we don't have a wait time. You know what I'm saying? You guys.
And all that's true, by the way, but do you feel like we're still getting must-see matchups that is going to make you go to the bars, that's going to make you go out and watch outside versus being at your home? I don't think we're having the must-see personalities that we're used to.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're having the must-see matchups. We just talked about boxing in a later pod or a previous pod where we're not getting the cards that we want, the actual matches that we want. I feel like when we start getting those must-see matchups in any sport, I think more people are going to go back to the bars.
Let me ask you something. Since you're a basketball dude, right? Are the basketball games worth going to the bar to watch?
Depending on the matchup. So if right now,
how many, like TNT, right? I remember the cats used to go to watch like both games at the bars, be at the bar.
Right.
Are the matchups and the product that we're putting out in all sports, not just basketball, but spell basketball, is it worth me going to spend? Because you can sit at a bar all day and spend about $200.
Right.
If you depend on what you drink. Some of us drink real liquor, and some of us drink,
Bahama Mamas,
yeah, whatever. That's peace. You like a frozen too with sugar around the rim, don't you? Bro.
Don't disrespect my gangster. hey, you playing with me by saying some damn sugar on the rim. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Go ahead and say your point.
Right, right. Talk about it, Ant. What's up?
Swirl around. Swirl around.
Sugar around the rim.
Get disrespectful. Go ahead.
But now, answer your point. Like the latest, most recent matchup where people are not just going to stay home, but they're going to actually go to the bars. It's actually come from the WNBA when Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark played. People actually went to the bars. You will see beat ups.
You want to hear how other people talk about
Exactly.
it besides just yourself.
Exactly. We're not getting that in a lot of different sports now.
Even in NBA playoffs, was it like
It wasn't. Yeah.
like we used to link? We always used to link up for the NBA playoffs.
Exactly.
But now we like we text each other.
Right.
But like previous years, it'd be at least a couple. I know some final game we linked up 3 days in a row when the Warriors and the Cavs was playing.
Right.
Like
We're not getting those same matchups.
Mhm.
So I mean, who today?
Is it a product thing or a personality thing?
So I think it's both. I think the product hasn't been the best. I would say the product's been good in the WNBA. I think the product, as a casual fan for college football, hasn't been the best as far as matchups.
I can agree with that.
And then when it comes to the basketball, I think here and there you're going to get some good matchups, but the fact that everybody's so friendly, you're not getting those hated rivalries no more, and people are moving in different markets.
Different markets, yeah.
So you're not getting the same, okay, this team knocked me out the playoffs last year. Now the same team's coming back the next year to play. We're not getting those
That's
same.
why Ant-Man is so loved.
Exactly. He's staying. So we'll see how this year plays out for different sports. But honestly, I think, that's the reason why the bar scene's been dead as far as, going to watch and the matchups and the products have been the same.
On your talk, because casual fans will go to the bar. Like, diehard fans most times will stay at home and
Right.
watch the game. You know why? My thing is parity. Parity is a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Right.
Casual fans like big names. I want to see Michigan. I want to see Bama. I
Right.
want to see Duke basketball. I want to see Carolina. I want to see Arizona basketball. I want to see UCLA. When big names are good, that's why the NBA is so hype. And they marketing. I'll tell you, this marketing blitz the NBA about to do because they've teams. Lakers doing good is amazing. That's what you want, big market. Minnesota doing good is okay, small market. You're talking about New York, Philly, and Boston all got good teams. Them are the 3 biggest television markets in the United States.
Right.
Casual fans like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes people get caught up like the diehards like myself and, Kenny with the boxing, you with the basketball. Like you'll watch good basketball anywhere.
Right.
I'll watch football, any sport. But anyway, Kenny will watch that better be Billville bullshit.
Right. Casual fans aren't watching that.
Yeah.
We're going to watch Crawford and Spence. Like
Tank.
Exactly.
Benavidez, Canelo. New York. That's what we said. We just talked about the last spot. Knicks, Philly,
Exactly.
up. Bama, Georgia, gonna be up.
Right.
Texas, Georgia, it's just names. Carolina, Duke basketball, no matter how good Carolina and Duke are, it makes it better.
People are watching.
People gonna watch. And I think that parity in sports has hurt that part of the bar scene because I'm not really like I said, a casual fan might not know too much about the team. I'm wearing my jersey, eat some wings, and I'm gonna talk a little shit.
Right.
And I think that's the detriment of parity. It's like, do I want to see the Timberwolves play the Nuggets? Yes, Joker is nice, Ant-Man is nice, but it's like, do I want to see the Grizzlies play the Pelicans? Yeah, it's a great matchup, but I will watch Lakers versus Bucks.
Right.
Because Giannis is that big of a star, but I'll watch Lakers versus Clippers. That's why I think parity kind of stopped the casual fan from just out here wanting to watch the games.
Right. And to give it back to y'all, and Kenny, I want to hear your perspective as well, is what do you feel in these, you're a peers when it comes to college football and NFL football, but like, what do you feel for it to be to the next level what do you see for the NFL and college football? Where does it need to go as far as to get the casual fan to get back to watching the games at the bars and the casual fan just to be invested back into college and NFL games?
It's a foregone conclusion for me. I mean, the next generation will have to stop being so focused on branding, but with NIL, it had made that like I said, a foregone conclusion. Everybody's out for branding and and for self, just to put it bluntly. But when it was actually like I'm out here playing for something other than myself.
Talk about college football.
College
now,
football, right? But just on the college level.
Mhm.
And I mean, if I'm being honest, probably on the NFL level at some point too, in some aspect too. But in a college level, focusing there right now, you would have to stop. You have to play for something other than yourself. Like, damn, like let's take it back to like on the women's side, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. It's like that rival, that build up, that tension. Like, I want to beat this team. Auburn, and I mean, let's be honest, Auburn and Alabama used to be something. Iron Bowl is what they call Oklahoma and Texas used to be something. They just had that game just passed, Red River rivalry. Texas just beat them boys' ass. But that used to be an event. You know what I mean? But to the point where it's not so many superstars, because now everybody feels they're a superstar. Everybody feels like they're a name.
Yeah.
And because we're not even talking about the actual product on the field, but everybody feels like they're a name. Everybody feels like they're a brand.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of take away from what you've seen on the field, the actual like competitiveness. And that's what's being lost right now.
I feel like in college football, I think NFL football's out of here. People gonna watch NFL. NFL's out of here. Betting, fantasy football's out of here. College football, I think it's not more about the players in NIL. I think college football is because now, with all this realignment, it's no interest. Like, why would a USC fan care about playing Penn State? Why would a UCLA fan care about playing Minnesota?
There's nothing there.
Why would a Virginia fan care about playing Stanford?
Yeah, when we grew up, UCLA.
The only ones
Cal.
that kind of make sense are the Big 12 ones that moved to the SEC.
Right.
Oklahoma and Texas in the footprint. But like, look at pull up the Big Ten, what they played. We record these ahead, but if I look at something, that's why I think like Oregon and Ohio State, for a fan,
a ranking standpoint.
Yeah, but like now it's not regional no more.
Yeah.
So the fanfare is kind of down. Like Oregon going cross country to play Rutgers. Okay.
We don't care.
I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, I think the realignment has hurt college football along with some of the NIL stuff. I think the players should get paid, but I think some of the transfer portal stuff, some of all this me stuff sometimes is a detriment. But I think the main thing is it's not regional no more. Like UCLA playing Cal. Like you talking about players from the same areas playing together, playing against players they played against their whole life.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But now you got, you know what I'm saying, Penn State coming into town as a conference game.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I think the line is, where the matchups, like you said, the storyline's not there. You know how I feel about sports. They got to have a storyline.
Yeah.
Storyline has to be there. Auburn, Alabama, Iron Bowl. The storyline, that's always going to be big because the magical things that's happening at the Iron Bowl. The Egg Bowl versus Mississippi State and Ole Miss is always going to be like that. It's, you know what I'm saying? The Red River Shootout. You know what I'm saying? It's a storyline there. But you used to have the storylines with like a Penn State rolling into Iowa. Can Iowa, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But now you're like, oh, we got an Iowa rolling into Oregon.
Where's the regional matchup? Where's this like where's anything at? Because or
not even in the same footprint anymore.
Let us say we used to flip prospects between each other.
We got a Washington rolling into a Washington team rolled into Michigan State and the East Lansing.
Here we are. Let's make a game out of it.
We got Cal coming cross country to play Miami. They tried to hype it up.
It's possible, I guess. Anything's possible.
We got a Miami Hurricanes team playing at 10 o'clock at night.
Foolishness.
But why should the West Coast people be hype about it? It ain't like USC playing Oregon at 10 o'clock Eastern time.
But the thing is, I think the casual fan may know of this team. They may know of them, but there's nothing that ties them to this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's nothing personal that ties them to this. That ties them to that rivalry, ties them to that school.
That's what I'm saying. I think NFL out of here. Like I said, NFL's out of here. College football, it's gonna take a transition. People have to get used to it. It's like these conferences, and I don't think this 12-game playoff is gonna help neither. It's a big divide between 1-5 to 6-12. Like, what's the AP top rankings right now? I think
You mean like play style or just
team
or just level of talent?
level of talent. Like, let's look at the rankings. Let's look at number 1 is Texas, number 2 is Oregon, number 3 is Penn State, 4 is Ohio State, 5 is Georgia, 6 is Miami. All right. So now,
6 to 12.
So now, after Texas and possibly Oregon, you got Iowa State at number 9, a Clemson at number 10, and Notre Dame at number 12. Now, mind you, one conference champion from the Power 4 get there. So then you got to throw in the Big 12, BYU in the Big 12?
Yes.
So then BYU or Kansas State probably be in there, right? I also got to throw in the highest group of 5 teams. So it's going to be Boise State if they keep going on their rank. Now Boise State is in there. So now you're going to probably have a matchup of a Ohio State versus Boise State at Ohio State.
Crazier things have happened.
It's not neutral site though. We're talking about the first games are at the home stadiums. Crazy stuff happened at neutral site games. That's why Boise did the Statue of Liberty at the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
It wasn't at Ohio State in November when it's cold.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be snowing. Or you're going to send Clemson win, I think you're going to see a lot more blowouts than close games, but hey, what I know, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nah, I mean, that's a very good point. Just going back to like the NFL for a second, like, it's a lot of buddy, bro. And if I'm really calling it for what it is, bro, I could probably say this for the NBA. Ron back me up when I say this, bro. If I'm right or wrong, like it's a lot of soft shit. Soft shit.
Why I gotta be soft because they like each
soft
other?
shit, bro. Yeah, they want to be friends, bro. Y'all heard,
but you compete against your friend.
But as long as the main thing is that we competed. Did we compete?
I think they did.
So I see some try to revive the sport, like Max Crosby. Like he really don't like Patrick Mahomes. I really believe that he don't like Patrick Mahomes. I believe that. You know what I'm saying?
But Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were friends, and they competed against each other.
Again, but did you ever see them jersey swap?
Okay, that part. On the field, they probably always
did. You see Ray Lewis and Eddie George with jersey swap?
They probably did it behind closed doors.
Off season.
But we would never do that in front of a camera. Because guess what? We just dropped the allure. We just pulled the curtain back. It's gone now. Now they're being buddy on like in person where they can see it. We'll fools running across the field before the game, before the time is over to go dap somebody up. Man, bump that. Hey, let's link up this week so I can be on your podcast.
Okay, you got me. You got me on that.
Let's go travel the world together. Let's travel the world together.
Let's link up and get on your podcast, even though that's a good one.
Bruh, no cap. Like Darius Slay was just like a couple weeks ago was kicking his own teammate back in. He's back in after a bad performance, after a bad team performance. Because the league is too friendly. It's too soft.
Stop jersey swaps.
Why would I? You can't convince me as a fan to care if you don't care.
But what you makes think they don't care just because they're friendly with each other?
But hey, man,
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I get a lot.
You
the
can fake it.
podcast one during the year is crazy.
You can fake it sometime, but you can't fake it all the time.
The podcast during the year after the game is crazy. Because even Draymond Green, like he like leave without showering to go podcast. And why is camera so close? My bad. That was hate.
That was a personal note.
Yeah. Yeah, but like theirs was more like a brother podcast.
I won't take that. That's a familial thing. You know
But
what I'm saying?
Micah and Draymond, literally, Draymond said, in the game, I should have did this. And why don't you do it then? Like, which brings us
because I'm more attached
Okay,
to
you
my
got
I'm more attached to my brand than I am to the competition.
well, speaking of brand, some of these players' brands are way bigger than their talent on the field.
Man, perfect place to
And
go.
I'm gonna let Ron get his hate off because we're gonna add him this time. Maybe. That's a big nigga.
Hey, bro, I got your follow up.
But like, let's say like this, right? I'll lead it off. You know, I ain't never scared of no hate. Hey, no.
I ain't never scared of no hate.
DK Metcalf, what has he done in the NFL to get all the allure that he gets? Besides running down,
Oh boy, this sounds crazy. It's gonna sound crazy, but just his
yeah, you talk about this man's body, that's wild.
it's just about to say,
Hey,
bro.
yo.
You
So
know,
this man's a Greek god.
I think
You a wild boy. for
everybody's
that one.
looking for like the next T.O., the next Calvin Johnson, the next Julio,
But he's
and-
nowhere near that.
but
in talent, he
but
might
he fits the prototype.
fits the prototype, but he's not no Calvin Johnson.
No.
He's not no damn sure ain't no Julio.
No, I'm about to say you can say that. You can put the same amount of emphasis on Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, but
I was there for
but he
Megatron.
definitely ain't no Julio.
He ain't no Larry. He ain't. You know what I'm
We
saying?
ain't even gonna talk. Why would you put Larry in the same sentence?
Talking about people out there.
That's crazy.
Talking about the receivers I watched.
But no, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to put him in
Larry
the same
Legend.
sentence.
I was there. I'm not.
No, you remember Pittsburgh Larry?
I was there.
Great.
Big East.
Shout him out.
I was there.
But he just get the allure because of his size and like when he ran down the dude for interception. You want me to? Am I kicking everybody back in? Y'all gonna kick some? I'll say some names.
About to say, right? I thought we still on DK Metcalf.
Man,
I mean, he
that's
has
how much we can't talk about him. He has done nothing in the league.
He
What's
has.
his stats? You got his stats? Got his stats?
I mean, I do recall one playoff performance, but that was just because it was against my my favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, where he kicked our back in that game.
Seasons. Okay, so he went first year in the league, 58 receptions, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. Yeah.
Rookie. It's a rookie year, bro.
83, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's a good year. 75, 967, 12 touchdowns. I don't like to count as touchdowns because they're probably just fade routes to the back of the end
That's
zone.
hate. That's hate.
Hey, that's what we're doing. 90 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. 90 receptions, I meant to say. 66 receptions, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. This year he got 31 receptions, 469 yards, 2 touchdowns. This dude
He
like
broke 1,000 twice.
he broke 1,000
3 times.
3 times.
Okay.
But he's being put in the same conversation with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, I even go T. Higgins. He being Keenan Allen. He being put in the conversations. He's not even a mid-tier receiver for me. He's like a level 3.
Damn, brother. So, okay, let me tell you this.
He's at 15.
When you go out to Seattle, when you go out to Seattle, is he somebody you put an asterisk by his name?
Why would I go to Seattle?
I'm speaking as
No
if
hate.
you were a
It rains a
professional
lot there.
football player. Huh?
It rains a lot.
No, brother, focus. Well, I was saying, as a professional football player, you going to Seattle, you got the Seahawks on the schedule. You don't think they're putting a star by his name, Mr. Parody Man?
Putting the star beside his name, who was the defense?
As a defensive
My first
player.
thing is defense stopped Kenneth Walker.
Okay, then what?
And then everything else could fall into place.
Because once you stop
Only
the
time
run,
I bet you look at the games that DK did good, Kenneth Walker ran for over 150 yards. 100 yards.
I would like to see it. I mean, that's
Some
you
more
could probably
deeper
put
stat.
some- yeah, that's a
But
deeper
I'm just
stat.
saying, I bet you when they run the ball, that helps their whole team get better. It's not like when Minnesota down bad, they go to Jefferson. When the Bengals down bad, they go to Jamar.
Right.
When LA was down bad, they went to Keenan Allen. We can name 15 better receivers than him right now. You can name receivers right now. I'll tell you they better. 15 better than him right now.
I agree.
That's a lot.
I
What,
agree.
30 teams?
No, I agree.
32.
I agree. But I also, and I know, I'm about to get some hate for this. You done with your DK hate? Because I got some hate coming. And
All right.
it's gonna upset somebody.
What's up?
It's gonna upset somebody. I'm gonna stay on the NFL too.
Okay.
Ooh, I can hear it now. I can hear the pitchforks coming. Christian McCaffrey.
Hey, yo.
And it's sad. This is
I don't know where you're going with this one.
No, but here's the thing, and this is the confusing part. Here's the confusing thing about hate, is because the stats are there to prove that he's actually nice. So
I don't know where you're going with this one.
So it's like,
Cover Madden.
so it's like, damn, bro, how can you hate on CMC? How can you hate on Run CMC?
How's he overrated?
I think he's overrated because I see my first example is Jordan Mason this year.
Plug and play.
But
Hold on.
Okay, go
Hold
ahead.
on, bro. Let me cook.
okay, go ahead.
I see Jordan Mason
Good point.
plug and play. He
How many yards
cut-
Jordan
hold
Mason
on,
got?
hold on. He's like number 2 or 3 in the league right now in rushing.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead with your hate. My bad.
Okay. And then I see help me out. Head coach there.
Kyle Shanahan.
I see Kyle Shanahan. One of the most quarterback friendly systems in the league. I see that's an easy system to play. You already working with other playmakers at some of the positions on that team. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Christian McCaffrey takes him over the hill? Yeah, I ain't that much of a hater. I ain't blind.
But you said overrated. We
But
talking
I
about
think he's
overrated.
overrated because of my third point.
Okay.
I think if you put Christian McCaffrey, I'll do it vice versa first. I think if you put Alvin Kamara there, you get the same results. I think if you put Jahmyr Gibbs there, you get the same
What
results.
about other good backs though?
I think if you put, let me give you somebody else. I think if you put
Man said, yeah, if you put
I
Alvin
think
Kamara
it-
there, he'll be eating. Of course, he's Alvin Kamara.
hold on, brother. I think Jahmyr Gibbs, I say Jahmyr Gibbs already.
He would eat.
All right. I think if you put Saquon would eat there.
Another great back.
I think if you put
Top tier back in the league.
Austin, I think if you put Austin Eckler there, how
That's
about that one? He'll eat there. I think if you
That's-
I think I'm talking about Austin Eckler, yes, he'll eat there. I think if you put
Austin Eckler.
Josh Jacobs, he'll eat there.
Josh Jacobs is the top back in the league.
I think, but I didn't. How many backs have I named so far though?
You naming all the good ones.
This is
You're
what I'm
basically
saying.
proving his point.
Austin Eckler, but how many times have Austin Eckler been confirmed? Like, oh, he's like one of the
Are we
best.
talking about prime Austin Eckler? We're talking about prime Austin Eckler?
Yes,
But he ate, but all these players ate at their teams.
this is upset. And
So
he-
basically,
and
if you were trying to make your point,
that's the same
if
issue.
you had said
That's the same thing
Najee
that- so Christian
Harris.
McCaffrey was Christian McCaffrey before he got to the 49ers. David Montgomery will eat there. I don't think he catches as good as Christian McCaffrey does. That's why I went Jahmyr
Okay,
Gibbs.
that's a better tactic. Like if you said Najee Harris could go there and eat there, that's a different tactic. Christian McCaffrey ate at Carolina. You know, we heard a little
That's what I'm
bit.
saying.
But everybody else you name is eating right now. You can't say people are eating
But
right now, can't
that's
go there
my-
and eat
and
more.
But that still solidifies my point because all those guys I named, they were all eating before they were just like Christian McCaffrey was. Christian McCaffrey was a good player as a Panther.
So how's he overrated?
Cam was down.
That's what I'm saying. But
Cam
he
was
was
decline.
he ate when Cam was down.
When Cam was on the decline.
He was on his way out. That
Not
was
too much on
systematic.
Cam.
That was
Not
systematic.
Not too much on Cam.
That was oppression, brother.
Hey, not too much on Cam.
That was oppression.
Move it along.
But my thing is, they were they were quality players before. So why they gotta stop being quality players just because I put them in that Shanahan system? That's the same thing.
This is
That's
what
the
I'm
same-
doing.
Swift not about to do that.
That's a good one.
But hold
That's
up.
a good one.
Who's
That's
to
a
say
good
he
comp.
don't? Who's to say he don't? Who's to say he don't? That's what
Nothing.
I'm
He's
saying.
not even
Who
ready.
the hell knew Jordan Mason before this season? Who
this,
did?
This is what I'm saying.
Who did?
When you say he's overrated.
I'm saying he's overrated. Yes,
That's peace. I don't see that.
I think he's a quality back. Well, yeah, was he a quality back before that?
I think when
this is the
healthy,
thing. I'm not just because I say he's overrated. Don't mean he's trash.
I'm
The
not
two-
saying
the
that.
two
What
are
I'm
not the
saying
same.
is when he's healthy, he's top 5 back in the league.
Overrated is like he don't live up to the billing. He's not.
Yeah, if he was overrated, I wouldn't even put him in my top 5. Like DK, yeah, he gets some yards, but he's not even top 15 for me. When Christian McCaffrey is healthy, he's top 5, probably top 3 back. in
But
the
he
league.
haven't had. But okay, so I go back to DK. He hasn't had a dominant performance. Those 1,000-yard seasons don't come from nowhere.
I mean, they right at 1,000 though.
Okay, I could say Christian McCaffrey had dominant performances. You know what I'm saying? And
So it's
so-
5 better backs in the league than Christian McCaffrey.
I think there's 5?
5. Because you can't have a top 5 joke in the league overrated.
I can say so.
Who's the 5?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
So before you
Well, you about to say some crazy stuff.
arguing and shit, he's asking me.
Yeah.
Nick
Right.
Chubb, Kamara. This ain't no personal order. You asked me. You can't get mad and ask me. Yeah, like, hey, what's your,
I'm about to leave.
you want me to take the Pepsi challenge and then you get mad when I tell you my choice? Like, okay.
You talking about Nick Chubb broke leg? I'm talking about right now. Broke leg Nick
Right.
Chubb is better.
Ask me my opinion. This is all perfect.
Bro,
opinion.
you ain't even seen that man since his
Okay, we
leg went this
talking-
way and his body went the other
And
way.
we talking right now. How many yards has Christian McCaffrey got this season? I'll wait. Nick Chubb is hurt too.
He broke his leg.
Come on, man. Come on, brother.
Last year. Talk about last year.
Come on,
So-
man. They shot G, baby. What you want me to do? I got this man in the back. What you want me to do?
All right, so you said Nick Chubb. Who else?
All right. I said, I said Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara. I'll probably go. Damn, I'll probably go my boy out of Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
I'll probably go him. I like the way Brees play. Son, that's what I'm saying. It's just
Yeah,
personal
Brees.
opinion.
So a healthy Brees and a healthy Christian. You got Brees over Christian.
I like but as you say, you asked me.
I mean, you ain't got to try to get the hate off. Just let the hate come naturally.
I like the way Brees play. You can't ask me and then.
All right, who
ask my
else? That's
question.
3.
All
That's
right.
4. You said Nick, Alvin, Brees,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. You got one more.
Mm.
You got
Okay.
John. You got Travis Etienne, Saquon, James Cook.
You say any of them names, she said, I'm cutting this pod off. Especially if you say Travis Etienne or them other dudes.
Nah, I can't say that.
I know. Well, I know.
Mm-mm. I've seen enough of James Cook. That'll be the only one I
So you saying
consider.
Derek not better than Christian?
Derrick Henry got I wouldn't put him in my top 5. You ask me.
So then he's not overrated.
Is he not overrated?
Because you can't even name 5.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't remembered everybody right now.
Bro, running backs, bro. You try to carry it now. For your
I'm
point?
not.
For your point?
I have 5 more.
Nick Chubb broke leg. That man, I might never play again. It's a torn ACL, not a broke leg. I'm sorry.
I like Kenneth Walker too. I like Kenneth Walker.
Better than Christian? He's a better running
You
back right
asked
now
me
than Christian.
Who do I like their play style?
I said name 5 better running backs. You
asked
tried to
me.
have the full
All right,
combo.
if you ask me to ask 5, I'll throw Saquon in there and I call my last 5. My last 5.
What is your list?
Thank you. Respect.
All right, so now we got Christian Haydoff. And we'll get his mic to Ryan. Let him get his overrated off. I think he want to get some more hate off. So,
We talking football still?
we're talking about overrated. overrated player. That the social media hyped up, but really their career or their playing time right now is overrated.
I mean, and we were sticking with football, and he was the guy back in the day with the Giants. Odell Beckham Jr., man. Honestly, his marketability is better than his play style in the last maybe 4 or 5 years, honestly. After the catch, he had a trajectory of going to the Hall of Fame. He was probably one of the quickest to get to, I think it was like damn near 5,000 yards. His first 4 or 5 years, his rookie years contract. But then after that, once he got injured, I mean, he bounced around a couple of teams and it just derailed his career. But he's still marketable when it comes to socials, when it comes to commercials. But his marketability is not the same. It doesn't level up to his play style anymore. And he hasn't played at all this year for the Miami Dolphins. I know he's coming back, but I think Odell is probably one of the most overrated players that is not one of the faces of the league, but he's one of the most marketable players in the league. But his play style hasn't lined up in the last few years. So I must say Odell Beckham Jr. If we talk about careers,
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, we had this conversation in 2018, 2017. We'll probably say you crazy, but very much so. Like his first 3 years was like on pace with those of like
the greats.
Jerry Rice, Randy Moss.
TL.
Because of the stats he was putting up was crazy.
Right.
Did he have a better 3-year run, 4-year run than Antonio Brown? It's not even close.
Yeah, but that was around his time too. Like, you know,
Brown, low-key has Hall of Fame.
I mean, Antonio's a Hall of Famer. His antics may
his
not put
stats-
him in
yeah,
there,
his stats-
but his
stats-
stats put him as first
stats is
ballot.
there.
And Odell is nowhere near them. Though.
He's not.
They're like Antonio Brown, like third in receiving yards for a year.
Like single
Like,
season,
behind Jerry Rice and somebody else. Like,
single season receiving yards.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That's a point.
And for wide receivers, the goal, or at least just to get to the Hall of Fame, is 10,000 yards plus more to get the conversation of Hall of Fame, correct?
yeah.
Right. So Stephon Diggs, I think he just got there. So he's considerable for the Hall of Fame. But Odell, I don't think he's there yet. The one catch is bigger than his career.
And it's not just that, like you said, it's the antics too, right? The sideline antics, the sellies, the dances,
Right.
like he was the one hand catches, like all that stuff plays into it, right? And he was a charismatic guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Off the field too. He was one that, it brought spotlight back onto New York again.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, before then, you ain't going to see like playing as Eli Manning.
We wasn't
during
seeing
that time.
Eli. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, before then, it was like what, Eli, Tiki Barber, who else was there?
Ryan Tumor.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was boring. It was boring over there.
Hey, right.
But yes, I had somebody that was like, it was like, a shot in the veins. He was cool. He was cool. I mean, to put it plain, he was cool. So that's where like the social media aspect of it played into it. But stat wise,
Injuries took a downturn.
womp.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody talk about the little run he had, but like Antonio Brown had a way better run, and we don't talk about it. But like Antonio Brown's a Hall of Famer with just his first 5 years? 5 or 4?
Probably 4 to 5 years.
You know what I'm saying? Odell didn't have nowhere where he was like the dominant receiver, like unguardable receiver. At what time was Odell the best receiver in the league?
Probably his 3rd year.
Was he the best receiver in the
His
league?
contract year, he was probably the best receiver. I think he had Sterling Shepard as
Who was-
a wide
what year
receiver
was
too. That wide receiver core, he was the number 1 wide receiver in his 3rd year.
On the league.
In the league, his 3rd year.
Was he ever the best receiver in the league?
He was top 3. Antonio Brown was still number 1 at that time.
Antonio Brown run, he was considered the best
Antonio was number
receiver
1.
in the league.
Dogs too. Like I remember Jarvis Landry had numbers during that time. They came out the same class.
Right.
Michael Thomas had numbers during
Michael
that same
Thomas was
time.
the eat-in.
Like
But who numbers?
I
do
think
you
Larry
remember?
Fitzgerald was still good at that time.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like I said, out of that young group of dudes that was coming up at the same time,
Mhm.
AB is the only one that we really talk about. Like, yeah, Odell made the great catches. Jarvis was Mr. Consistent. Deontay Parker out of Louisville. You know, it was Larry was still doing his thing.
You had
But Odell-
Calvin, you had Deshaun Jackson still eating.
Yeah, like
DeAndre Hopkins was eating.
young D Hop.
And then you had Julio. We forget about Julio.
Exactly.
He had
So,
a
like,
run.
Odell never had a time where I could say like, clear cut. Odell was like the best guy
I agree.
in the league. Like that's why I won't say AB is overrated because AB for like 3 years was the best receiver. I mean, that man was unguardable.
But I think he's gonna get the Terrell Owens treatment where Terrell, if he's not one, he's number two. No, he's number three.
Behind Jerry Rice,
It's Jerry Rice,
It's him.
and then
It's him.
I think Randy Moss,
As far
and then
as you know,
Terrell
like,
Owens.
career receiving yards is Jerry Rice and Terrell.
Yeah, but I'm talking about best, receiving yards, but he's
Moss
number
has
3.
The allure of like not social media because it wasn't social media.
It was
Had the allure of the culture. Like Moss is a term now. Getting Moss is a term. It's been a term forever.
but we're still talking about complete receivers.
Randy,
Short yardage, long yardage,
Oh, T.O. was better.
red zone. You think T.O.?
T.O. was a better skill set. Was a better receiver than
I don't know.
More people like this. When Randy
I might have
had
to
the
get Kenny
Vikings,
perspective on that. No.
Randy at the Vikings wasn't nowhere near as good as a receiver, route runner, and everything than Chris Carter. Randy could run fast. Randy could even with you throw his hand up. But if you want to talk about I need to catch short yardage, T.O. besides Jerry Rice, T.O. was the only other receiver I want.
So what was he on the Patriots?
Who?
Randy Moss.
A deep threat. He literally just ran past everybody. I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, I would say this. I think Chris Carter would maybe better. I wouldn't even say routes. I would say probably better hands. He definitely had better hands than Randy Moss during his time with the Vikings. Randy Moss was a dog, bro. Like I'm not.
Yeah. Dog.
Yeah, Chris Carter's probably wide receiver 1 early on with Dante Culpepper, but Randy Moss eventually took wide receiver 1 position from Chris Carter.
Ron said it was Jerry Rice, then Randy,
And then T.O. third.
I said T.O. as far as all around receivers, it's better than Randy Moss. You saw what he did to y'all team. Took y'all to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, Neil was Donovan McNabb.
They went to the Super Bowl too when he got to New England. When Randy got to New England.
Exactly. But as far as like route running, everything that come with a receiver, give me T.O. If I don't got Jerry Rice, give me T.O.
I just mentioned that with Antonio Brown, where he's going to be top, but Antonio Brown's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. T.O. should have been first ballot Hall of Famer, but because of his antics, he's not going to be first ballot.
He's second in receiving. What Justin Jefferson is doing, that's what T.O. was doing out there all these years.
Justin Jefferson's on pace to be one of the greatest.
Yeah, no question.
That's what I'm saying.
Out the core of Justin, CD, and Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson to me is the best wide receiver today. Look what he's doing. Minnesota's not a great team right now. They're 5-0. Justin Jefferson.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
Before I go, I agree completely.
Justin Jefferson with the team they have now.
I'm not going to disagree.
All right.
But Jamar Chase has a case.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jamar Chase has a case. The way he's still
The Bengals team right now.
with the Bengals team that didn't have had Jake Browning still went for 200 yards. Jamar Chase has hit the league by storm. Not saying he's better than Jefferson, but it ain't that much of a difference. That's why people were nervous about Joe Burrow because they was on the same team. And people say Jamar was better than Justin. That was the thought that Jamar was better than Justin.
That's in the preseason.
Yeah, they did say that. I would say, I think, but that leap was just as seamless for Jamar as it was just as seamless for Justin as it was as seamless for Jamar.
Yeah.
Like Justin has really you say Jamar took the lead by storm. Justin is up there cooking dolo.
That's true.
He up there cooking dolo.
That's true.
I don't care. He was cooking with Josh Dobbs.
I mean, Jamar caught 230 yards for Jake Browning. I ain't know Jake Browning was still in the league.
yeah, but
Out of Washington, Jake, you remember Jake?
I know.
He was a dog in Washington.
Yeah,
Shout him out.
But out of that crew, I mean, it's not for it's no shade on CD because CD. Here's the thing though, right? Like, I think because CD
If
gets
the
a lot of
Cowboys had a
CD
run
gets a lot
game,
of targets.
If
CD gets-
Cowboys had a run game, I know people love Justin Jefferson, and I love him too. He's number one as far as the young crew. 'Cause I still think Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league when he got a quarterback. But we talk about the young cats. It's not as big as a gap as everybody wanted to be. It's Justin, Jamar, CD, and they're close as far as talent, as far as everything. Like, CD can go off for 200 yards whenever, too, but they don't have no run game. Vikings at least got a run game with Aaron Jones, and they running back they got. Jamar been eating he was eating when Joe was hurt. Remember, Joe been hurt a lot of years, too. Like, Justin is probably number one. You can't take that away from him, but it ain't like some people try to make the gap bigger than it is.
No.
Like, that gap is really close. That gap is close.
But just going back to the T.O. and Randy Moss conversation, I don't think that gap is that far neither. But I mean, like you said, we comparing dogs to dogs. Like, it ain't, it's like it's really much flavor of the week when it comes to certain things. So
that's a real one though.
But
they don't kill me for Justin Jefferson, but Justin Jefferson's good. But Jamar Chase, like,
Justin, Jamar, CD.
yeah, I would go to Justin, Jamar, CD. I'm not mad at that.
I think CD gets a lot of targets. I think if everybody got like the same,
If
it's hard to say if I wish everybody got the same target share. Like,
if CD had a clear number two, because even Justin got Jordan Addison when he's healthy, can like take the top.
Be serviceable.
They have to respect his speed. They have to respect his speed. Jamar, they have to respect T. Higgins.
Yeah.
And but at Dallas, they have no run game and there's nobody else to respect. So it's hard for CD to like.
And also, I'm gonna get some hate for this too. But CD gets the sound like hate, but CD gets the hide too. He go in there and he bully them slot corners.
Jamar does too.
They move.
Jamar
CD
playing the
around.
slot a
He
lot
moves the
too.
slot. Now you talk about. Now we getting back to where that. Okay, so now we going back to where that divide happens.
Justin is on that outside.
You line Justin up outside, he gonna win. They move CD. They hide CD in the slot.
They move Jamar too.
It's like we gonna make a matchup for CD, so he can win. And it's a lot of crossers. It's a lot of drags. It's a lot of posts. It's a lot. It's like we gonna get you where full head of steam. Cut on the dime, you open. I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, like I said, we compare dogs to dogs.
Yeah, this scheme of win, yeah, it makes sense. So I'm not taking nothing from them.
That's
peace.
That's peace. I mean, they're all good receivers, though.
For sure.
All dynamic playmakers, man. Oh man, so another one in the books. Another good episode.
Man, these things we be locked in during these joints, bro. Really get heated debate.
For real, because you just said Christian
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
To say any takes you want to take back.
CMC.
That CMC take is wild. That's a wild take.
I don't take it back. I think
business.
the overrated thing. That's what I'm saying. I think I said even before I got started, I was like, that's the funny thing about hate because it kind of sounds crazy. Because I don't think overrated title applies, but it still applies in my case. So, I stand on business.
Stand on it. Stand on business, man. It's another good episode, man. Topic episode. You know what I'm saying? Topic episodes always get a little heated. You know what I'm saying? Never know what might be said.
Yeah, I'm about to get my back kicked.
You don't know this feels like it ain't gonna be me.
Hey, I'm about to get my back kicked in, but it's all good. I'm here for the smoke.
Yeah, man. It's homecoming weekend.
I'm here for the smoke.
Turn up.
Yeah, man. Saying, go to the parking lot. Go get you a hot dog or some chicken or something,
Not
man.
Glizzy.
You ain't worried about us.
Crazy. With extra toppings.
Yeah, nah, the police is still out. If you out there getting glizzies, extra long glizzies with the fixings,
Little chili cheese.
Little chili cheese.
you want a jelly glizzy?
That's crazy.
You
get the bun size.
They say you want more beef on top of your glizzy. You
Hey, live it up.
with the spicy chili on your glizzy.
Crazy.
Man,
The extra beef with
you
the
know what I'm saying? Get you a fish sandwich, brother. Like it's options. There's options out there.
Nah, my man, I want the glizzy. That's crazy,
There's other. I'll eat you a burger, bro.
bro.
Turkey burger.
Sometimes you can't eat a burger like and walk. You know what I'm saying? Glizzy hand size.
Oh, hey, yo.
You don't want that swan.
Hey, man, that glizzy is easier to take to go. I want to eat on the go. Yo,
That sound crazy.
it's hand size.
Might have a glizzy and go.
A cock glizzy to go.
Oh man, we waiting. So any day, anyway. Glizzies aside, you can catch us every Monday on YouTube, 5 p.m. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notify button, and hit the like button, and tell 2 friends, man. Just hit the button, man, and let us know how we're doing in the comments. You can catch us every Monday, 5 p.m. all podcast platforms on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Follow us at IDK Sports Pod 23
Yeah.
to get the content that we're dropping. You can follow me and Anthony E. Gray. Follow my man Kenny FNS in the gram.
What's happening?
And follow my man Ryan at Cold World 32. And don't miss any of this great content we're dropping because this is the premier spot to catch sport takes with the average guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until next time,
What's up?
I holla.